everyone. Hello. Welcome to a new live stream. Finally, after a very long trip, I miss you all, guys. I miss also Elliott Wave and the analysis, the daily routine that we have. We're back. Arcane, nice to see you, man. And of course, we're gonna do your special request. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. You rock. Thank you, bro. Gold, please. Yes, we're gonna see the golds. What is your name, buddy? I cannot really read Chinese. Your name is in Chinese. But welcome. Of course, we're gonna do the gold with a pleasure. Camel Blue, finally, yes, finally, we are back, man. Illusion Trades, hello, buddy. Nice to see you again, man. Nice to see you. Thank you, bro. And Free Minds is here also. Nice to see all of you guys. Nice. All right. So, and didn't know that you are on a trip. Yes. Well, it was a very long one. It has been like 10 days almost. And I tried my best, but yeah, it was a little bit hard to update most of the time. You know, when you are on a trip, you have a lot of activities, a lot of things, and yeah, so I tried my best, but basically I was looking at the overall thing with every single chart that we analyzed every time. All the scenarios worked perfectly, so even with the latest updates that we gave, it was working perfectly. And here we go, we are there for NASDAQ, SPX, Nvidia, and many others, and gold, of course. But we're gonna yeah, pass with it again. Biliak, hello, man, nice to see you. Okay, guys, so let's start. We're gonna see for this live session, we're gonna see NASDAQ, SPX, gold, Nvidia, Tesla, and Palantir, plus your special requests, which are AAOI, AAOI. We have BBAI. Okay, we're gonna see what are those. And anything else? Coinbase, yes, with pleasure. Coinbase. Anything else? Okay, so far those are the things. So let's drive with it, right? Let's see what's going on in the market. Now, basically on NASDAQ, finally we took the all-time high today, or maybe yesterday. We took the all-time high as expected because we're looking for the all-time high from here. And as we said, of course, since the recover of the market from this low, we start to see a 1-2 and then several 1-2s here, wave 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. And currently we are in the wave for the yellow one. So let's dive inside it. So as you can see, the chart is getting bigger since we start this recover. Maybe we gonna start, of course, to find a solution to take an overlook on it only on the 4 hours chart, but I have to clean up a little bit here later on because it's too much crowded. But however, on the 1 hour, let's move on here, since we have, of course, the wave 4 as expected. Of course, we hit the fib levels here. Now, we were looking for the 1-to-1 fib level. It was a little bit tricky. Of course, it took the 0.9, which is a perfect for a regular flat. It's an uncommon target for regular flat. 0.9 fib level, very rare, but it happens. Here we go. You have 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3, almost 4, and a 5. Somehow your wave 1 can be there, or even all of it can be WX. And a Y is this is a zigzag, another zigzag for the X. Very simple, which I like it much more. Of course, if you dive deeper, you might see an impulse, but it doesn't matter anymore. It is very clear whether an impulse or WX and Y. We finished wave 4, we move in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So where are we right now in this price action? Here we have, of course, clear wave 1, 2. After this, we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And all the wave 4 is very deep, but did not invalidate. So this is still a clean impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and very fast and sharp wave 2. So you got your wave 1, 2, and you move very fast toward the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very extended wave 1. Wave 3 is shorter than the wave 1. Wave 5 is shorter than wave 3, meaning perfect impulse. Finishing wave 3, having wave 4, Currently, we are in a 1-2 again to finish the main wave 5. By all means, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This wave 4, of course, is a very, I would say, small based on the wave 2. It is perfect again, alternation, very deep, very flat, double time of your wave 2, very nice alternation, and then you're moving toward the upside, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 1, having wave 2, and currently you are in a wave 3 toward the upside in 4 and a 5 as well, still to be unfolding. Now basically this wave 3 can be finished, right? It can be finished, and it can be, of course, that you are looking for a wave 4 as a next price action, and finishing, of course, finally a wave 5 to finish a wave 3 in the orange as expected again, of course. Therefore, you would like to see a little bit more higher prices. The orange scenario is this, this wave 2, this here, okay? Meaning this wave 2 is very deep again, very sharp. We would like to see kind of like a flat wave 4 or sideways, and then moving toward the upside for wave 5 to finish, of course, even this main bull run, which is a wave 5. Now you will ask me, is it done? Of course not, as this is gonna be your wave 1. We're gonna have a big wave 2, of course, like 1 2 on the daily. Here we go. I'm gonna show actually here this daily. Here we go. Yes. So basically, I would say this is your wave 1, and then you're gonna have a wave 2, and then continuation toward the upside, right? As an impulse. So if we go on the all-time history, because it's necessary to see it as well, what's going on. On the all-time history, you are in 1 2 1 2 3 4 5, guys. This wave 5 needs, of course, 5 waves impulse toward the upside. If you count the blue scenario here as 1 2 3 4 5, you have finished the wave 1, you got a wave 2, and currently you're looking at the 1 2 of the wave 3. And that means, of course, what you are looking at right now is unfinished wave 1 still, because we still have a small wave 5 to finish, then having 2 3 4 5 to finish wave 3 4 and a 5. So simply, guys, continuation toward the upside to hit, of course, those targets. I believe that 37k 800 might be the next target, of course, for this bull run toward the upside for NASDAQ, and that will be in 1 ABC expanding flat, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Now basically the price action here shows even higher potential than this, I would say, as target. If you have here wave 3 as an impulse, you would like to see even the price moving very high. But let's wait, of course, to see the reaction in this blue box, because this is, of course, a main wave 5, meaning on the bigger view, this is your main wave 5 target for this yellow one. 1 2 3 4 5. The targets taken from the zone 1 here, from the wave 1, and based on the wave 3 gives you exactly those targets. So we're gonna see the reaction here. Is it gonna be like 1 2 3 4 5, where you have an extended wave 1, wave 3 short, wave 4 and a 5? Or are we gonna having like very impulsive one, even breaking over this level and following, of course, 1.618 taken from this 1 2? Very interesting. So we're gonna see, of course, what's gonna happen. But what I see right now for NASDAQ is a bullish. This is exactly what I mentioned on Discord, of course, for the stock market. It's simply bullish, guys. And it showed already this potential since many days ago. NGC, hello KG, welcome back. Can you please add the DXY index as a special request? Yes, with pleasure, buddy. So we're gonna put DXY, since it is an index, very interesting to check. Let's check it even with this. So yep, NASDAQ is very bullish, guys. Next targets, let's move for the targets, by the way, before we move to SPX. Well, basically for the targets, we are in 1 2 3 here. So if you are looking for a wave 3, for a wave 5, I would say wave 3 as an impulse will reach around the 22k 651. Now, of course, there is uncommon target, which is a 1.27, 22K 500, can still be. I would say this zone is very interesting, of course, for the next price action. This blue zone, 22K 500, 22K 650, can be, of course, the target for NF5 later on. What is very interesting is that we got a new high, guys. New high for NASDAQ in the all-time history. So, yep, very, very interesting. Let's see the SPX, how it's doing. So the SPX also, as expected, as you remember, we were, of course, during the holiday, we were, I think, in this area, or I think 10 days, let me check, almost in this area here in the top. And I mentioned we would like to see a correction, right? A correction to finish a wave 4. And this wave 4, of course, has finished perfectly as expected in 3 waves, A, B, and a C. And then we're looking, of course, for higher later on. Why? Because, of course, you have a 1, 2 here, 1, A, B, C for wave 2 running flat. You have 1, 2, 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, 4, and a 5. And currently 4 and a 5. So SPX, I would say, is working perfectly. We still, of course, need a 4 and a 5 to finish it. Even this is not yet done. We're still looking for higher. If you move inside the micro level here, you can see something very high, of course, as a very extended wave 1, probably, or even it can be internally 1, 2. I'm going to move 15-minute chart, but as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So this is kind of like an impulse finished, but where is the wave 2? Now, of course, the wave 2 can be seen on the, of course, like somehow like in this gap, which is not closed yet, but I would say that I don't know if that is extension here for the, what we call it, the trading hours, the extended trading hours. But here is not, we cannot see anything. But this gap has to be closed sooner or later, I would say. Even this one is going to be closed, of course, with a wave 2. But I would say that right now, even this can be an impulse finished here. I'm not sure if I'm going to call this wave 2 because it's very shallow. Or I'm going to take it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe that this can be even much better. Because, yeah, I mean, here wave 2 also is very shallow. But what can we do? Yeah, so definitely this is an impulse, and definitely it is very bullish, and that's why your wave 2 in any place on this chart is kind of like a very, very shallow. And that will reflect, of course, a very deep wave 4 later on, so we have to be careful with it. But yeah, basically right now it's looking very impulsive. Now inside it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 can be, of course, a finished impulse, but I would say one more leg toward the upside. Why? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Obviously, this is your wave 3 with a gap, of course, 4 and a 5. Now your wave 5 is 1, 2, again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I believe a lot of 1, 2s and a lot of bullish insights here. So wave 4 still required. I would say 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. And this second wave 4 has to be deeper, yeah, because I believe you're coming back to this area, okay, which is 6,120. And that because, of course, based on Elliott wave, you would like to see, of course, when you have double 1, 2, the wave 4, the second one, comes back and, of course, meet the first one at the same level. And that means, of course, this might be a little bit deeper and then moving continuation toward the upside simply. So we're going to see, of course, how this is going. Sorry for the sounds. So we're going to see how this is going to unfold. But basically, I would like to see one more high to call a finished wave 5, wave 3, and then moving on with a wave 4 with this, of course, yellow scenario. Right, so basically, I would say still looking simply for higher. Let's see also the DXY, but let me put also the timing because we forgot the timing. So I'm gonna put this at 12. We start NASDAQ at 20, SPX at 20, and now we are at 24 probably. Okay. All right, guys. So let's see the dollar index to see what's going on with the dollar index, DXY. Okay. So basically, I already made something before here, of course. Let me check the all-time history. Yes. So the dollar index is, of course, here corrective in three waves up, three ways down, WX and OI. Now, after correction, you would like to see a motive wave, whether an impulse or a diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Currently, you see, of course, a diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, meaning you're starting something, whether an A, B, and a C, or a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse toward the upside. So let's put the A, B, and a C here. Here we go. So this scenario, as an A, B, and a C, requires, of course, a wave B. And the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse require wave 2, definitely. So therefore, you would like, at both case scenario, to see, of course, lower prices in three waves corrective. Now, if you take a look here, you start to see already kind of like a formation of three waves towards the downside. Corrective, probably it should be. Now, this is an impulse. Let me move inside it much better. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for invalidation here. So this doesn't look like a perfect impulse, I would say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the ending here, guys, is not really an impulse, okay? Meaning this can be something like W, X, and a Y, okay? Zigzag, X in between as a bridge. And that means corrective three waves. You got three waves. And now, okay, now this is an impulse. Clear impulse 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. And as you might have seen, the targets, minimum target required for this correction is 0.38. The 0.38, of course, is the minimum requirement for a wave 2, which is also can work perfectly for a wave B. I would say this box is very interesting to see, of course, a hit inside it before we move toward the upside. Now, this one, of course, is an older one. It should be like that, this path. This is what I meant with it. So basically, it worked perfectly. All right, I would say it has worked perfectly. So A, B, and a C, if we want to have much more precise targets, I think 1-to-1 fib level would be a nice target. Let's see, a zigzag or a flat, basically, because it says three waves here. Wave C, regular, flat. Here we go. Yeah. Yep. So under the 0.38 in a bit. Yeah. So this is very interesting for the DXY. Because after this, you might see the dollar index moving very high. Okay. Because 1, 2. Normally, when you are in a leading diagonal, higher potential, you are in wave 1 rather than a wave A. Okay. 70% after a leading diagonal, it is a signal for an impulse, not a zigzag. Cool. So, yep, that was for the DXY. Let's see the gold. Well, the gold was very interesting the last weeks, right? Especially with the tension. So yeah, but even with the tension, guys, I believe with the same analysis that I have it from months. Okay, for the all-time history, I believe we topped for the gold. We're not moving for higher. That's it. That was, by the way, that was that was exactly the war signal. Okay, that was the war signal and the tension that we might have. Of course, the market will not give it to you at the same time. It's gonna start to prepare before it. Okay, guys. So that was the thing, and probably we're not done yet. So be careful with the tension. I mean, so we saw, of course, like a ceasefire and so on. But yeah, this thing has started already because of that, guys. Now, of course, it's not gonna happen during the tension and the things, it's gonna start, of course, to move toward the downside because it's done, right? It is done. So basically, what we are looking at here is ABC, wave 1, wave A, right? You got an ABC, wave 2, wave B, and you're moving here as a potential zigzag currently, so far. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. One of those scenarios, meaning you are into it as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 leading diagonal, or you are in an A, B, and a C. There is no other scenario here that it can be, guys. Whether leading diagonal or an ABC corrective wave and then moving down. So in this case scenario, if you are in an A, B, and a C, the wave C has to be 5 waves up. Do we see 5 waves up? Not yet. We see 1, 2, 3. Currently, you're looking for a wave 4 and then looking for a wave 5. Beautiful thing is that the wave 3 has hit already the 1.618 perfectly at the 3,560 almost. Very nicely. And then probably moving for a wave 4. Now, as I mentioned, the minimum target for a wave 4 is 2,586. Because a wave 4 has to hit, of course, the 0.23 taken from the wave 2 here, bottom, because we are in the orange scenario, taken from the wave 2 to the top of the wave 3, and of course, give us a 0.23 at 2,586. That only if the wave 4 is very shallow. Why I'm saying only if very shallow? Because you have to expect probably even a deeper wave for 2180. Why? Because this wave 2 is not very deep. As alternation, because if this is your 1, 2 here, your wave 2 as a deep should be there, right? Zigzag. But this is not a deep wave 2 based on the wave 1, meaning your wave 4 might be deep, guys. Be careful. And it's not interfering yet with the zone 1, meaning the impulse will still intact and still looking later on for a wave 5. Okay, so be careful. First target, of course, is 2,586. There is no way, from my side, no financial advice, guys, but yeah, from my side, I don't see the gold moving for new highs right now. I still see it, of course, very corrective, and we still need this 2,500 to launch a wave 5 again. Now, the opposite scenario, this is, of course, the wave C, as you mentioned, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The opposite scenario, which, of course, threatening even lower prices, where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, leading diagonal. Wave 4, as a leading diagonal, would like to hit minimum target 0.23 taken. This time is different. Taken from this wave 2, because you are in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, this wave 2, and of course the top of the wave 3 as a retracement. You would like to see, of course, the 0.23 minimum target, 1,840, 4, and a 5. Therefore, this area between 1,841, 2,586 is very interesting area for any kind of scenario that we have on the table here, okay, for the gold. So yeah, let's dive inside it to see much more answers and to see if we are right on the right path or not, what it might, of course, show us. So basically, of course, on the weekly or on the daily, we are in this impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So very obvious, it's a finished impulsive structure. And we might, of course, start to look for lower. Now, inside it, on the 2 hours chart, I cannot say that this is a very bearish trend, okay? I see already 3 waves towards the downside zigzag, but I also see at the same time 3 waves up, meaning this is a start of a longer correction toward the downside. Currently, we're looking for a wave C as an A, B, and a C irregular flat. If this regular flat will unfold again and impulse toward the upside, then we talk again, of course, about new highs and a possible scenario, of course, of an extended impulse, yet another extension. But currently, I cannot yet, of course, talk about it because don't forget also after 3 waves down, you might get another 3 waves up, and then you might get a bigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toward the downside, reaching the targets that we are talking about it, of course, on the all-time history. This line here at 2,500. So this is how, honestly, this is how I see the gold might unfolding in the next future, like ABC, pretending that you're moving bullish in a zigzag, impulse, correction, impulse, and then moving toward the downside impulsively again. 2,580 and then explosion toward the upside again. Yep. So let's move even much further. Why we are very corrective here? That because of course, if you have here like kind of a diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you want to call this a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, where is it? Right? There is no wave 3. If you're starting a wave 3, you need 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 4 interfered directly in the zone 1, meaning it has transferred directly to a W, X, and a Y, where you have a zigzag for the Y, you have a zigzag for the W, and X in between, of course. I cannot call this even a 1-2 in the yellow. This was our bullish scenario, if you remember, before my travel. That what if we have leading diagonal 1-2, another 1-2, and then 3-4-5, or maybe A, B, and a C. The wave C has to be 1-2, 3-4, and a 5. Any of them did not happen, even with the tension of war. And we know, of course, when we have a war, tension and global war and blah blah blah, the gold should boom, right? Should explode toward the upside. But this did not happen. Why? Because it has already happened before the things starts, right? This is how, of course, the market will not give it to you very easily. Of course, you have to analyze. You have to maybe fundamentally, of course, to know what it might be, of course, for the future. And therefore, if you are a fundamental trader, you can say, okay, the gold is gonna move up in the next years because there is war tensions politically coming in. So A, B, and a C, I would say this is a very clear impulse starting, of course, for a wave 1 here, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and probably continuation simply towards the downside. So if I move inside it here, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have kind of like a very corrective wave here. Let me check what is going on with this wave because my impulse is finished already there. This is your impulse here. You have your wave 5 taking the low. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're done. Meaning this is kind of like an A, very choppy wave B, but why it is very long, very interesting, right? And then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and impulse again. Very interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, yeah, I can count this also. I mean, of course, this was the tension, yeah? This was all the tension of the war, but no doubt in it. But I'm just trying to get something from it. 1, 2, 3, ABC, and then having an impulse. Okay. Diagonal. It can be. Okay. Let's see the diagonal, how this can be a diagonal. Let's see. Meaning, how can this be a wave 5 of a 1, 2 here, wave 3 probably, and then 4 and a 5. Okay, somehow like that. Let's study this. Let me check. You have a zigzag here, 1, 2. Can this be a zigzag wave 3? or from here, yes, it can be, and this belongs to the wave 2 as a correction. Yeah, very, very choppy. But here you can have kind of like zigzags, right? Somehow for the 1, 2, and 3, 4, and a 5. This wave 5 here have a very small wave A, right? A, B, C, A, B, and a C. So yeah, I think this is the idea here. What happened? This is a very choppy ending diagonal. Yeah. So if you want to spend time on it, I will not, of course, but obviously that this can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 ending diagonal. So even if you want to make it easier, I would say, what if you have an ABC big wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So meaning a big leading diagonal. Yep. That is even much more convincing, honestly. So 1, 2, and then having another 1, 2, and then you're moving toward the downside. Now, interesting to see, of course, continuation. Okay. Now, if you see the price taking this wave 1 here, we're moving now micro level. Yeah. So if we take this invalidation of bearish, which is at 3,338, that is a signal that something else might be unfolding, but it doesn't have to be very bullish, guys, because the trend is toward the downside. What does it mean is that you might get, of course, a longer correction. That's all. Okay, meaning A, B, and a C. Okay, and then moving toward the downside. Very simple. And that because, of course, yeah, it can be, of course, bullish, but yeah, very low, of course, possibility. We are on the micro level, don't forget. On the macro level, you're already bearish. So even if it goes higher, you're moving up corrective, okay? So very important level. This is a key level right now and very close to the price action. And it didn't took it yet for a reason, which it might be the bearish scenario, okay? Until we take it. If we take it, therefore, of course, yeah, you have to start to think maybe longer correction, higher a little bit, and then moving down. Yep, so that is for the gold from the all-time history to the micro level. So basically, I would say we're moving toward the downside. Target for this wave C. This is definitely a regular flat, 3 waves. Let me use the snap mode. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Yep, this is exactly what I would like to see as a number, a psychological number, 3,000. Yeah, very simple. 3,000, okay? And normally, a little bit the gold works so much with psychological numbers. And that's why we stopped, or we took the high at 3,500 exactly, 100% precision. Yeah, 3,500. Next target for this regular flat might be the 3,000 or around it. Okay, so 3, 4, and a 5, and then we take it from there, guys. I'm not saying we are dropping very bearish or something like this, but we might see a zigzag. Nobody knows, and then moving down. Okay, so we're gonna see step by step. We might see an impulse. Nobody knows, even taking the all-time high. Extension, very simple. Okay, that was it for the gold. Let's see Nvidia at 44 minutes. Nvidia. Yes, Nvidia, I already checked it. Let's start with the daily, by the way, or the all-time history. Very interesting, and of course, as expected, Nvidia is gonna explode. Already mentioned. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 3, wave 4, 5 in the yellow finished. With it, you have finished a 1, 2, and then 3 in the orange. You're looking for a wave 4 here, also finished, and continuation simply toward the upside impulsively for a wave 5. Meaning, currently, you are in a formation, impulsive formation, for a wave 5, in a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is your wave 1 unfinished. Unfinished because on the 2-hour chart, let's move inside. Unfinished because on the 2-hour chart, you have a wave 1, 2, and you have a wave 3, and still looking for 4 and a 5. Your wave 3 in the white scenario has 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, triple 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5 to finish this wave 3. This is exactly what we would like to see. If you go back to the videos, to the streams, we mentioned that this is what we might face. And of course, here we go. Hitting exactly the 0.23, 142 as expected for a wave 4, right? And then moving for a wave 5 toward the upside, impulsive. So let's move micro. Inside this wave 5, we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is an impulse here, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Why? Your wave 4 did not interfere with the zone 1, so very clear impulse. 1, 2, 3, wave 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Basically, it can be finished. Guys. Okay? Maybe one more high internally, but yeah, it's very close to be finished, guys. Because 1, 2, 3, very short. Wave 4, also understandable based on the wave 2, is fine. Very deep, very flat, I would say. Alternation is perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Basically, wave 5 extended, finished. Okay. What is next? Next is a wave 4 in the white scenario. And that means wave 4 in the white scenario has to be taken from this wave 2, right, to the top here of the wave 3. Here we go. And wave 4 as an impulse, let's remove this one, is done. Yeah, 139. So we might see some a little bit of drops here, right? Oh, very interesting. We took the all-time high today. Wow, okay. Even we took the all-time high today. Very interesting. Okay, that's very bullish. So wave 4, 0.23, $139 for Nvidia. Okay, ABC. And then moving for higher for a wave 5 to finish a wave 1, which is gonna unfold later on, wave 2, and then simply continuation towards the 800, right, target for Nvidia. This is what we saw on the daily and the all-time history for this stock. Yep, I'm very bullish, of course, on Nvidia since a long time ago. You know, guys, this is the engine of the AI right now. It's the most trendy stock that you might invest, right? No financial advice again, but it's a wise thing to consider it, right? Cool. That is for Nvidia. I would say, yeah, that's perfect. It's a bullish, and we're looking still, of course, for correction now, but yeah, basically it is very bullish. Tesla, let's see Tesla, of course. Tesla, I remember before my trip, it was suffering, right? Let's see what's going on. Okay. I prefer to go daily first to understand what's going on. Where are we? Okay, ABC. Yeah, that's true. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So, yeah. So if you are in an ABC here, guys, A, B, and a C, which is highest possibility. Why? Because you took the 1-to-1 fib level, meaning you are corrective here. You're still looking for something corrective probably after ABC. Can be, of course, 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and you're looking for something lower. Now, this something lower can be 2 options or 2 scenarios. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave C, meaning big A, B, and a C, or you can be in a WX and a Y. WX and a Y. The wave Y can be simply a zigzag. right? Now, of course, there is another option where you might be in a triangle, but this is the last one, very low possibility, and that because of the start of an expanding flat. So yeah, triangle is the last possibility. Now, bullish, if you are bullish, we have finished A, B, and a C. You finish the correction or already with this expanding flat. This is a bullish scenario. What does it mean? It means that you are looking currently at a diagonal towards the upside to finish a wave C, main wave C, which is this magenta here, or it can be wave 5, wave 1. What does it mean, wave 5? Means that you are in 1, 2, 3, and then having a wave 4 and a 5 in diagonal. All right. But why low possibility to be in a wave 5? Again, fib level. Yeah. Wave 3, preferably to reach 1.618 or 1.27 at least, but it did not. Okay. Meaning if I transform this to wave 3, you see none of them has been taken. That's very bad. Okay. Yeah. Let's keep it as 1-to-1 fib level. Here we go. All right. 1-to-1 fib level, and then meaning of course ABC, and giving higher possibility for a wave B can be finished here, in case only if we continue one more wave toward the upside. In case you did not finish this wave B over there, this wave B is still extending. Let's move inside it to get more answers. Are we moving for higher in the bullish scenario as diagonal, or are we moving down for an extended wave C? So on the 4-hour chart, if you are in a diagonal, you would like to see zigzags. Perfect start for a wave 1, correction, perfect continuation for a wave 3 in a diagonal. You see a wave 4, corrective. Well, it can be corrective, but also it can be impulsive. Why? Because this can also be something like can A, B, and a C extended, but or W, X, and a Y. Somehow you have a very large zigzag. But yeah, you know, guys, I mean, when you see such a gap, you have to directly think in higher probability for an impulse. Yeah, so be careful. This is what I'm saying. And you might have here several 1-2s, and you have a wave 3, 4, and a 5. Now, if you want to count the several 1-2s, you cannot find them exactly there. This is a problem as well. Okay, if you want to count 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5, you still have missing 4 5s. Okay, so therefore also you have to start to think in W, X, and a Y. All right, more answers will be given here. So we have here a start with 3 ways toward the upside. Very bad start for impulsive structure, right? Because if you start, of course, with zigzag, you have only one option here, which is a diagonal. 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 4 has to interfere with zone 1 because you are in a diagonal, which it did. That's fine. But you're not allowed to have a wave 5 longer than wave 3. Not allowed meaning it's a rule. You cannot have it. And if you are impulsive, it's very hard to say that this is an impulse, but still can be, but very hard, guys. If this is your 1, 2, your wave 2 is an expanding or running flat. A, B, and a C, which I don't like it at all, right? But it can be, let's say, take it with a grain of salt. And then having 3, wave 4, it's true that it is interfering with this price action here, but this is your wave 2 as running flat. Your wave 1 is over there, meaning it did not interfere with zone 1 in case you are in an impulse. 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Then having wave 2 and then continuation toward the upside, which is very probable because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and currently can be, of course, your wave 5 after this triangle, by the way. This is an A, B, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Interesting, right? However, I would like to see better price action than this for Tesla. Okay, If you are looking here for 1 2 and then another 1 2, this 1 2 has to be a little bit higher, taking the all-time high, I mean in this area, taking the high and then continuation toward the upside, but this showing weakness, so we have to be careful. And currently on the 1 hour chart, you have here kind of like a corrective wave. Definitely now this 1 2 3, your wave 4 invalidated. Okay, so I would say there is no bearish, there is no very bearish, but it can be corrective still, meaning A, B, and a C regular flat. Okay, why? Because yeah, I mean this impulse has been invalidated. Once invalidated, you can consider, okay, we might see higher prices, but don't forget that the correction is not finished before. And that means in a bigger view, if this correction is not finished, let's go back to our scenarios, the main one. What does it mean? If you are in a diagonal 1 2 3 4 and a 5, well, this is actually what you would like to see. Impulse, correction, impulse for a final zigzag, which is very nice to see for the bullish, right? If you are bearish, as we said, we would like to see a zigzag down, but a zigzag needs a full impulse. Now this, yeah, we already mentioned, is not really nice as several 1 2s, or even if you want to take it as one ABC for a wave 2, again running flat, which I don't like it. You have 1 2 3 4 and a 5. 4 and a 5 can be okay, but again the answer was given, invalidation of bearish scenario, right? The bearish impulse was invalidated with the wave 4, meaning higher potential right now is to move toward the upside, but don't forget we need to finish this correction before we do. Okay, final of yeah, very long one, but yeah, basically it's showing much more potential, guys, for this. Yeah, a little bit lower to finish this small correction, moving in the diagonal toward the upside. That's it. Cool. Yeah, that was for Tesla. So still looking for higher, but I would say hard. Palantir, let's see, 57. Okay. Now Palantir was also, I remember I didn't update at all my chart, so sorry guys. I needed to take a little bit time with Palantir to see what happened. So we have here ABC, okay. All right. This A should be here. Okay. 1 2. Okay. In the bullish, we are in the yellow one, 1 2. And then we are estimating another 1 2. Okay, it looks like this 1 2 finished here already. Not taking even the, okay, yes, I mean 1 2, double 1 2 here. 1 2, and then yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, as a bullish, I don't like it so much. Triple 1 2s, where the 1 2s start to lose momentum, and losing momentum, confirmation for higher. Well, okay, yeah, I mean, we said, okay, if we take this level, meaning we're gonna move higher, and we did, and that because of the micros, I believe. Yeah, here you have an impulse 1 2. I think I did this when the price was here, and I said if we move, we take this, we might see higher, and we did, but still this higher is not nice. I don't know what's going on, why it's not showing really nice price, but this can be your wave Y. That's true, very true. Can be a W, X, and a Y. Okay, so be careful. Or it can be an A, B, and a C. The wave C is unfolding as diagonal. Very nice. Yes, here we go. Meaning the wave C can be longer. Yep. So two scenarios here, guys, as bearish, okay, or corrective, I would say, not bearish. 1 2, sorry, A, B, and a C to finish a wave A in the magenta, finishing wave B already there, of course. And with this wave B, you're moving 5 waves up as diagonal. 1 2 3 4 and a 5 diagonal, meaning one more wave toward the upside might be possible. In case we are in WXY, you're done, you finished. W, X, and the Y should be a zigzag, A, B, and a C. This zigzag can be, of course, considered finished or one more leg, but small leg, meaning like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 as well can be. Yeah, can be. Yeah, but I don't like, as a bullish, I don't like the price action here. A lot of overlapping. I don't see kind of like this, okay? Gaps between the wave 4 and the wave 2 for a long wave 3. Where is it? I cannot catch it. Now here you can see something like this, okay. But over there, which it should be the wave 3 unfolding, the main wave 3, where is it? We don't see it yet, right? And that's not good. Plus, look at this. Okay, losing momentum, which is not good during several 1-2s. Okay, because if you are bullish, you would like to see this. Yes, that was very perfect, but you would like to see this. Boom. Okay, and this did not happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for wave 3. Yeah, where is the wave 3? Why the wave 2 is very long? And here where we start to lose momentum. I don't know what are the fundamentals, but yes, it's not looking good. Meaning turning kind of like corrective. And what does it mean in the all-time history? Turning to corrective. Let's go. Okay, in the all-time history, what if we turn corrective here? Basically, we have ABC. Okay, I think I moved my counting here by mistake. Yes. Okay, so we have an A, B, and a C probably as an expanding flat. A, B, and a C, right? This wave C still needs to unfold in 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5, a 4, and a 5. And did we finish this wave 5? Now here comes the question. Did this wave 5 in the yellow, because we took the high, did we finish it? Well, it can be, guys. Why? Because if you count here, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, it might be even the wave 5 is just simply unfolding as a diagonal. Meaning, let me put it there. Here we go. And it can be finished. I'm going to explain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Here we go. Let's move inside it. So always go sometimes to the all-time history, guys, because it's very interesting to understand where are you and what it might unfold. So that's why we start to see losing momentum, weakness, and poof. Yeah, so be careful. 4 and a 5. The wave 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This wave 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 can be finished. Be careful. Okay. Very interesting. So I'm going to put this here kind of like to keep it in mind. Here we go. To finish wave 3, therefore finishing later on wave 4. If this happens and that we have finished, so we have to be careful, we might face a wave 4 taken from exactly this wave 2. Here we go. So this wave 4 as an impulse, here we go. Targets might be next for Palantir. It might move down for wave 4. By the way, did we have the same in Nvidia? Just want to remember what was the latest. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So we might have the same with Nvidia wave 4. So yes, very convincing. Is it also with NASDAQ? Okay, NASDAQ is anyway very bullish, but yes, we have a wave 4 also in the orange that it might unfold later on. SPX also, yes. All of them are meeting at the same level, guys. Wave 4 to unfold for the whole stock market almost. Very interesting. Cool. Yeah. So this is a conclusion. We have wave 4, major wave 4 for the all stock market might unfold in the next days. Cool. Let's start fast with the special request. 1 hour, 4 minutes. AAOI. I hope that they are a very interesting one, and that they are looking for direction toward the upside. The charts. Let's go all-time history. No, it's not nice. Not really nice one, but okay. There is an impulse formation here. So definitely psychology, new one found exactly here, or I don't know, improvement. But this is very corrective here. Now you are looking at 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. This 1, 2, let me check even lower. Let's go even 4 days. Yes, this is 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. So let's start to count. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's good. 4 and a 5. Let's move daily. 1, 2. Let me zoom in. 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 and a 5. Okay, yes, it's good. So your wave 5 is here. And let's go back. So that's fine. We finished an impulse over there. And that means, okay, this is your 1, 2 here. This is a wave 2. And you're starting a wave 3 toward the upside. Here we go. Okay. Now this is definitely an impulse. Let me check also. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, 4 and a 5. Your wave 5 is extended impulse. Yes. Your wave 5 starts from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. That's fine. Okay. So basically, 1, 2, this is your wave 3 right now unfolding. Also, it should be bullish. Yeah, it should be bullish, I would say. It should be bullish. Now, don't forget, of course, an ABC as well. Yeah, just in sake of risk management. Okay, ABC, and that means be careful. Be careful from this level, 1 to 1. Be careful at the 112. What does it mean? Be careful from being kind of like ABC. Okay, now a very low possibility because this looks like a wave 1 2 for a wave 3, very bullish. Okay, but you don't know, like it might transform to kind of like ending diagonal somehow like this, 1 2 3 4 interfering with zone 1, wave 5 finishing exactly around the 1 to 1 fib level. So be careful with it. Okay, unless you see the price with one wave 3, um, just breaking the 1 to 1 fib level. Now you're bullish anyway. In both cases, you are bullish, right? So while you are being bullish, you have to be careful at this level. If you break it up, that's perfect. You're in wave 3. If you come back impulsively, you have to be careful as well. And risk management, of course, no financial advice. So yeah, this good. This might be a good one. Another one is BBAI. Okay, are they AI companies? Those. So this is optoelectronics. Okay, that's nice one. It looks like something related to technology. BBAI. Big Bear. Okay. Now that is an ugly one. Okay. I don't recommend. Never. I don't recommend it, guys. Um, First you start with an impulse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So direction right now is lower. You didn't took the high yet, and you cannot confirm that you're bullish. That's the problematic thing right now. Second thing you see here, that you might be, let's move lower on the daily to see it clearer. Oh, it's a gap even. Yeah, so better to stay on the 4 days then. You can see it as simply 3 waves up, okay? 3 waves up, zigzag. Problematic again, because it can be, of course, a diagonal, which is bullish, but it also can be corrective, which is like bullish 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finishing wave 1 and then 2, 3, 4, and 5, continuation toward the upside. But currently, I wouldn't spend my money on that. Okay. Now, fundamentally, I don't know other company. Maybe you do. It might be something good, but for me, I don't know the company. I'm not interested. Okay. I prefer to spend or to put my portfolio in something much more clear, right? So be careful with this one. Okay, but it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 leading diagonal, 1, 2, and then continuation. Bearish, you are in an impulse downward. You have ABC corrective. You didn't took the high, and you are in a formation of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towards the downside. Now you are looking at this impulse because it is ABC. It's a wave C. It has to be an impulse. So don't get fooled with it, right? This is the risk that I'm talking about. Yep, Coinbase. Let's see Coinbase. Okay. Coinbase. Oh, nice. Okay. We see some higher prices. Okay, for Coinbase. Let's see. We took the wave 2 as an impulse. All right. Minimum target has been taken 0.38. We're going to leave it there in confluence with our 0.38, 1.38, sorry, 1.618 in an expanding flat as expected. Very nice hit, very precise ABC, and then moving toward the upside. Interesting. Definitely this is an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, or it can be double 1, 2. This is your wave 3, 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5, moving towards the upside. In a bigger view, we are in A, B, and a C, of course, because this is an impulse here. What are the possibility of 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5? Well, yeah, this is a problem. You cannot call this as an impulse, unless right now wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Yes, we can do. So now we can call, because of this now, we can call this as a wave 3, 4, and a 5. Let me do this in a better way. So this A has to stay. This can be, of course, in a orange brackets, okay? An impulse toward the upside. Wave B, I'm not yeah, I'm not so sure with it anymore. I mean, wave is this one is finished already. Let's put it lower. ABC, okay. If this is an ABC and this is another ABC, therefore you're looking for something like this: 3 ways up, 3 ways down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Meaning big A, B, and a C. So let's arrange this. We don't want to have a WX and a Y. I would say wave A can be here. Wave B is expanding flat, and wave C might be unfolding here as expected as well. Wave 1 is here as well. 1, 2. Yeah, the wave 1 should be there. Here we go. With a wave C. Let's put this one here. Here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. This is a wave 3. Okay, yep. 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 4 based on time. Yeah, okay. I mean, this is the time for wave 2. The wave 4 took too much time, but it's fine still. Acceptable. I'm gonna remove this. No need for this one anymore also. So everything is already, yeah, ABC, very clear that it is ABC. Okay. Targets. Let's talk about targets. We have A and then the B, right? And then the C, 1-to-1 fib level. So if this is your wave C here, okay, you might reach the 1-to-1 fib level. If you are in wave 5, so be careful. That is, here there are several levels that you have to watch. So if you are in wave 5, you can simply hit this blue box. Here we go. Between the 780 and the 530. And that because in wave 5, you would like to see 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It might finish. Don't forget, you took the high, and that means you're done. I mean, this impulse is already confirmed as an impulse because you finished 5 waves, you took the all-time high, everything is fine, and it can turn at any time, okay? Unless you are in double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Can hit the blue box, finishing over there and moving down, okay? Meaning the wave 1 might finish over there. Very interesting that the wave A, B, and a C might be higher than the impulse right now as a wave 1. Because the wave 2 might unfold, of course, later on for deeper and then, okay, moving for higher. So if you want to have like higher prices right now, like, I mean, like as much as possible or sooner as possible, you would like to see, of course, ABC, which it can be hit for the 1-to-1 fib level 1269, knowing that this can transfer the chart to corrective. Be careful. Yeah, so A, B, and a C, meaning moving down. Higher possibility for me is a wave 1, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the end, Coinbase is a very familiar and very, I would say, principal company for crypto market. Okay, so yeah, that is the thing. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Preferably even, yeah, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5 towards the upside. Internally, I'm not sure if we have to, but let's see. Hmm. 4 and a 5. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, 3. This is your wave 3, guys. So probably this is your wave 3. So you have double 1, 2 here. Yep. And obviously this wave 3 is done. Very close to finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The small wave 5, yeah, is very close to finish. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 and a 5, I would say. One more leg. It doesn't matter. Risk management, guys. But yeah, it might drop down a little bit for a wave 4, 5, 4, and a 5. So if you want me to put this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is your main one, gray. Here we go. And we have another 1, 2 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is a white. There we go. And this might unfold, of course, as we said, the wave 5 in the orange, the wave 1, and then moving towards the downside. Cool. All right, guys, that was it for the stock market. Nice to see all of you again. I hope that this was helpful, and we're gonna coming back, of course, for the regular updates every day. So I would say see you tomorrow in the routine again, and with the daily live stream for the stock market. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.